Hey everyone, good evening. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Fred Campagna, and it's getting cold out there this evening. Temperatures falling through the 40s. Feel like conditions, they are in the, let's see if I can turn that down. Feel like conditions are in the 30s in some spots already, and it'll feel like the 20s early tomorrow. So definitely some much colder air coming in for us after what has been a pretty mild stretch of late, culminating in that heavy rain that we had earlier today, late last night, earlier today, along with some strong winds too. So let's talk about it here. Let's get over to the weather graphics, show you those temperatures outside right now. Good evening to Michael, who's watching tonight, and just check a couple of things here, make sure we're in good shape. Looks like we are. All right, all good. We have temperatures right now, as you can see, that are in the 40s just about everywhere. Peachtree City is still 51 degrees, but that is definitely more the exception than the rule at this point. It's 43 in Dallas, 46 Kennesaw, 43 now Carrollton. Even Hartsfield-Jackson is down to 49 degrees, still hanging on to 50 barely in Griffin and in Athens. And that cold air coming in under clear skies and a northwesterly wind, which was really active this afternoon. It is dying down a little bit overnight tonight, but still enough of a breeze that it will generate a wind chill for us early tomorrow. A look at the temperatures to our northwest, where our weather is coming from. You can see lots of sub-freezing temperatures, including Cleveland, Chicago, and Minneapolis. And it's near freezing right now in St. Louis. So a cold snap for the end of the work week. It will be dry, though, dry tomorrow, and likely dry for us on Friday too. Just a completely different story from where we were 24 hours ago. It was 22 degrees warmer than this 24 hours ago in Rome, even as some rain was coming down. So that cold air charging in. Here's what the low temperatures will be overnight tonight. Some upper 20s, a lot of low 30s, about 34 in Atlanta. But when you factor the wind in, and it's not going to be a super strong wind, but any breeze when the temperatures are that cold will generate a feel-like condition, a wind chill that will be colder. So it'll feel like the 20s at 8 o'clock in the morning, even under some early morning sunshine. Sunrise about 7:23 in the morning. Watch out for some sun glare early tomorrow. And bundle up if you are heading out, because it'll feel like the 20s for several hours. From about 5 in the morning until about 9 in the morning is when I think it'll feel below freezing, and then it'll feel like the 30s for a couple of hours before climbing through the 40s. And eventually during the afternoon, the wind chill will become less of a factor for us because the temperature will get above 50 degrees. Tomorrow, some filtered sunshine for us. It doesn't look like full blue sky out there tomorrow afternoon, so it won't be as bright as this afternoon was. It won't be nearly as warm as this afternoon was when the temperature got up to near 70 degrees after the rain ended. It'll be in the low to mid 50s at best tomorrow afternoon. About 54 degrees in Atlanta at 2 in the afternoon, 53 Athens, Carrollton only around 51 degrees. Going through the rest of the day tomorrow, you see those temperatures falling in the evening. So by 9 o'clock tomorrow evening, about 24 hours from now, it'll be upper 30s and low 40s. And by early Friday morning, it's back into the 30s. Not below freezing, but chilly nonetheless on Friday. Low risk of a couple of showers around on Friday. I don't expect there to be much rain, though. If we do get any, the best chance I think would be in far northwest Georgia. And again, it doesn't look like much. This particular projection here shows just a little bit on the radar, but I expect that it's going to stay dry based on what I'm seeing right now. It will not likely, though, however, stay dry for us on Saturday. Saturday, we have a first alert. Now, it's not a washout. It's a line of showers with a front that'll be coming through right around midday. So this is what it may look like at noon on Saturday. Notice the rain in the metro, and then it continues moving off to the south. So I think overall for Saturday, it'll be relatively mild. Temperatures, as you can see here, will be in the 60s before any rain arrives. In fact, it might even be upper 60s briefly in some spots. And then it's going to turn a little bit cooler for us later on in the day and into Sunday. So your best chance of rain on Saturday is right around midday in the metro. The way it looks right now, we'll continue to time out that system for you over the next couple of days. But if you are going to be out and around, have some outdoor plans, maybe you're getting some holiday lights out, maybe you're going to pick up that Christmas tree, maybe you have tickets to the SEC Championship and you'll be tailgating outside of the Benz, just know that there may be anywhere between about a half an hour and an hour and a half or so of rain that moves through around midday on Saturday, the way that it looks right now. And we might not be done with rain. We're probably not done with rain either in the weekend or in the 7-day forecast, because I think there's about a 40% chance that we'll get some rain back in here by around sunset on Sunday, at least showers around. Sunday looks a little bit cooler, temperature closer to 60 degrees on Sunday. And on Monday, it's a really tricky temperature forecast for us as we go through the end of the weekend and into early next week. There'll be a boundary in our vicinity, and it's just a question as to which side of that boundary we'll be on. And the boundary also serves as a focal point for some of those showers that we may be seeing. Right now, it looks like we'll be on the mild side of that boundary, but also close enough to get some showers. Sunday later, Monday looks like it could be kind of wet, and Tuesday still the potential for some showers around. So as time goes on, we may have to add a first alert to this forecast. Right now it's first alert for the cold wind chills and feel-like conditions on Thursday morning, and also a first alert for that rain coming through around midday on Saturday. But again, not a washout Saturday, just an hour or so of rain when a front moves through. Sunday, Monday, still slightly warmer than normal, pretty close to normal on Monday, and then up into the mid-60s on Tuesday. That's about how things are shaking out over the next 6 days. In case you're wondering, we had about 2 inches of rain at Hartsfield Jackson, believe it or not. So that was pretty good soaker for us. And actually, you look at the month, if you just look at the snapshot of the month in Atlanta, it goes in the books as being wetter than normal, even though most of the month was relatively dry. But we made up for some lost ground pretty quickly there with that storm coming through last night and into early this morning. As far as temperatures go in Atlanta, very up and down month. We started with the record warmth, then it was cold in the middle of the month, and we ended with some more mild weather, or are ending with some mild weather. And that means the average temperature for the month was about 3 degrees warmer than normal. It looks like we'll be starting December overall warmer than normal, even though it'll be slightly cool on Thursday and on Friday. See, Matt's in here, old high school friend, checking in from back up in New England. So Matt, what's going on? Good to know you're hanging out down here in the A. Been here for 3 years, forecasting Atlanta News First, and enjoying it, loving it down here. Don't miss those New England winters at all. As a matter of fact, I like it when I can call feels like temperatures in the 20s tomorrow morning frigid. It did not take long for me to get used to that, looking at a map like this and being like, oh yeah, that's frigid. That's a standard morning back in the Northeast, but my blood has gotten thin really quickly. So temperatures tomorrow morning, not far from freezing. Feel like conditions though, as you can see, 28 for Atlanta, 29 for Covington. Not much of a breeze early tomorrow, but enough to generate that little wind chill. Let me just pop up here the 7-day forecast, give you a quick look at that. I am doing every newscast tonight, so that means starting up here at 9 o'clock on Peachtree TV until 11 o'clock, and then from 11 to 11:30 on CBS for Atlanta News First at 11 o'clock. So it's a busy day for me, but I do appreciate you taking the time to hang out a little bit, get the latest on what we are looking at here going forward. Again, some showers around on Saturday. That's the newest thing in our forecast that we didn't really have at this time yesterday. Yeah, we've known this cold weather was coming in for a few days, and it's still on schedule to be pretty chilly tomorrow morning. As far as Saturday goes, the best chance of any rain in Atlanta is right around midday, and it's probably not going to last more than an hour or an hour and a half. All right. I hope you have a great evening, and we will continue to keep you updated. If you haven't yet, download the Atlanta News First Alert Weather app. You can just go to the App Store, search for Atlanta News First Weather. It has an orange icon. Just tap on it, install it. You'll like it. We do video updates on there. You get an hourly forecast that's continuously updated on there, and it's geolocated to where you are. And you can get not only severe weather events, but severe weather alerts, I should say, but you can also get alerts for things like when it starts raining at your house or when there's some lightning around where you are. So those are very useful, especially during the summer months.